do the honors. I hate it here. There we go. Welcome back to final season. Oh my god. Easily top 3 worst weeks of med school I've experienced so far. So believe it or not, this is actually my last systems block. My psych neuro block is the last body systems. We would have gone through everything by the end of next week. And until January, it's gonna be a straight up preclinical boot camp to get us ready to hit the wards in January, which is really exciting, but kind of crazy to think about. But I can't really escape the final exams and everything. And if you guys have watched some of my previous, more juvenile, inexperienced finals vlogs, you'll know that I have a laundry list right here of things that I have to do within the next week. Today is the OSCE, or, well, since Step 2 CS is no longer a thing because they realize it's just a USMLE money grab, they're called CPAs now. Clinical Progress Assessments, aka I work with a standardized patient and I play doctor. So time to dress up, time to go take care of a standardized patient, hopefully remember all my steps in my neuro exam, and then back to the books. Just kidding. They told us at the last minute that we could do scrubs and white coat instead of full business casual white coat. You think I was gonna stay in white coat? Absolutely not. And I said it before and I'll say it again. I am going into a specialty that I can just wear scrubs every single day because I am way too dang lazy. It's great. It's like wearing pajamas to work. Oh. Are you nervous?
Very. I know nothing.
Yo, why are they making us do a whole differential assessment and plan in 15 minutes along with our entire note?
I don't know. I have to write a note in 15 minutes.
How do they expect us to do this in 15 minutes?
Don't know.
Why do they do this to us?
Because they hate it. It's entertaining. I don't know. I give up.
Right, Natasha.
Hello. Get into it.
OSCE.
Yeah.
Done. We survived, and now it's raining. Crap! I gotta walk to my car. Umbrella me.
Here, umbrella.
Yay! Oh wait,
no.
Great. Yeah.
As it deserves.
You're blurred.
To be.
You're blurred. Good
It's
job.
okay. It's what I
Good
deserve.
job,
It's what I deserve.
What'd you think about that?
I think I'm glad it's over, and I'm ready to take on the remainder of the week and be done with this module.
That wasn't too bad.
Honestly, it wasn't.
I thought I was gonna handle like a schizophrenia patient.
I really thought it was gonna be somewhere.
I was so scared.
I thought I was gonna have to go through all the different types of headache medication, and I was not looking forward to it. So.
Yo, she said, "Oh, I take Lyria for my fibromyalgia." I was like, "I don't know brand names. I don't know what that is. This could be a
gabapentin, but like, bro.
Oh.
Bro, don't worry. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad.
All right. Well, you win some, you lose some.
We're done. We're done.
Woo! Nice. see me drink too much coffee during this entire vlog, mind your business, it's finals week. Today's is brought to you by Hello M, roaster out in Seattle. Shout out to Rena for delivering it from all the way across the country back to the East Coast. Love supporting Vietnamese coffee farmers. So OSCEs are fairly simple. I think at this level of our training, the less you think about it, the better you do, and just kind of let instincts take over. And the only problem I have with them are it kind of forces like really bad habits, aka like putting your stethoscope in places and just not listening to it because time, and like not doing as thorough of an ROS because of time, and like little things. Say you had a chief complaint of like insomnia, so you can't really fall asleep or stay asleep. One of the things we have to ask is location. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean location? Like, where does it hurt? No. You know, a lot of our rubric grading is set up for pain, and it's just not the case in time. So again, little questions like that, we have to find a way to incorporate it into our interview just because, and that enforces some pretty bad habits. But that's done. We have our last weekly quiz this Friday, and funny enough, our last week of content is on anxiety and substance use disorders. I don't know what message they're trying to say because last week was anxiety and depression. MCG, lower your voice. But it's been a ton of kind of step one prep stuff, which I'll hint at later when I explain how our finals kind of work if you're not familiar with it. But back to the study room. Tell me how you really feel.
Not great, Andy.
Hey, good news, I was able to get almost all my Anki's done during that. You know, I'm just gonna say bad words.
Yeah, don't make me have to bleep you out again.
Yeah, this is bull.
We are losing our mind. I swear, every time I go into the anatomy lab, I leave with a little bit less sanity.
Come on, man. That's not true.
That's definitely true. Time to get Chipotle. How you feeling, Andrew?
What's up, buddy? I'm feeling good, man.
Last quiz?
Last quiz, bro.
Last quiz.
This man with the brightest color scrubs. What do you think? What specialty do you think you're going into, huh?
Pediatric cardiothoracic neurosurgery of the left retina.
That's a specialty.
And it was doing this when I opened it up in research.
Good morning.
Things are going well.
Welcome to exam week. Can someone please tell me why they give us a workup of a disease that occurs in 0.1% of the infections with no agreed upon treatment? How can you Bro, I swear they're just crowdsourcing things that like don't have a significant conclusion to. Like, Diseases that nobody knows about. The zebra of the zebras, and they give it to us. Yo, what in the... At least the weather is getting nicer. And I get to enjoy this view a little bit more. Even though I'm in lab all the time. Okay, now that I've had a whole day to decompress after that whole situation, today is the anatomy practical, and in a couple days it's gonna be my big final. So it's crunch time now. All the fluff is out of the way. And honestly, you guys have heard, if you've watched my other vlogs, neuroanatomy has been the bane of my existence this entire block. There's a lot of structures in there that I swear are just made up, and we only have to know because we're in med school. Don't really know why there's so many different gyri and sulci. Why? But we have to learn them because I'm in med school. The worst thing about anatomy practicals is it's either you spend stupidly long hours in the anatomy lab, or you search for the millions of different resources out there, not really knowing which ones are the best. But I found one that's amazing, which brings me to a longtime partner of this channel, as well as the sponsor of this video, bootcamp.com, or formerly known as Anatomy Bootcamp. You've seen snippets of me using it throughout this video, as well as it's pulled up behind me right here because I was using it this morning in preparation for the practical happening in a couple hours. Bootcamp.com is an incredible resource for anatomy and board prep, and it used to be just for med students, but as the year has gone on, they've expanded it to DAT bootcamp. You've got your pre-optometry, pre-nursing, and anything you can think of, even pre-med. They've got some OChem resources now. It's absolutely incredible. I remember when they reached out to me when I had like 400 subscribers, and I have been part of the development process this entire time, which has been incredible because I've been able to put my perspective as a medical student and make sure that the needs of us are met within the program so that you guys can have the best experience possible. For anatomy, they've got head to toe incredible high resolution pictures, clearly labeled with a multiple choice kind of situation, and they even listen to me in development and throughout all the beta processes that I've been involved in to add in an Anki type tagging function, because active recall and spaced repetition are the best ways to learn. You've seen that in a ton of other YouTubers' videos, and that process applies here too with the anatomy. So say I land on a structure that I already know, hands down, don't need to think about it, I can send it to the master tag. If I need to learn it a little bit, put it in the yellow tag, or if I have no idea what this is my first time seeing it, putting it in the red learning tag. And then every day I can come back and look at those filtered decks and go, okay, let me work on the things that I really have to learn now, and then those will eventually move to the yellow tag and the green tag. Really simple, it's easy to understand, and it works. Best thing about it too is it has expanded to step 1 bootcamp. So all my final exams are based off of previous USMLE step 1 questions. So it's like studying for both in one. It's great. Like I absolutely love it. And I've been using resources such as Amboss, ScholarRx, and First Aid, which are kind of the tried and true resources, and content matches up, so no need to worry about that. Again, it has been such a joy to be a medical student having input into this program because they're giving us exactly what we need to succeed. It's been an absolute joy to see them grow and expand over the past year along with my channel, and it gives me so many reasons to say good things about them. So if you are a pre-med or current med student or pre-dental student, pre-optometry student, look at the website, check out their options for plans to help you succeed, and use the code NDMD, link in my description, to get a little bit of discount on me. You know, I'm looking out for you guys. I know, broke college students, I understand your pain. Get a little bit of a discount and check them out at bootcamp.com. Thank you so much to the team over there for sponsoring this video. Love you guys, and thank you for making sure I feel a little bit less stressed this week. Sorry for the complete mess on my desk, by the way. But yeah, honestly, the hardest part of these finals weeks is just like convincing yourself you know more than you think you do. And practice questions definitely help, which is why like having resources like this are just yes. And it's difficult, but trust me, practice questions, practice questions, practice questions. If you are looking at lectures, you're doing something wrong. Like if you're just going through those 100 PowerPoint slides from every single week, it's tedious. You're not going to get the information you need because honestly, lecturers don't really know how to separate nice to know from need to know, and that is something very important when you're trying to review for a final, especially when the week before the final you're still learning content. So these practice questions are a fantastic way to make sure that you solidify what you do know, and what you don't know, you fill in the gaps. So I will see you after the anatomy practical.
Should we leave? What's going on, Andy?
This is the biggest prank ever.
We're being punked.
Why is the fire alarm going off?
So stressed out.
Why is the fire alarm going off? Help. Andrew.
Scam, bro.
You're getting scammed. Hold on. I just...
Oh god. This is a moment where do you agree, Natasha?
Of course this would be happening right before our practical. Of course it would be.
Ask. I'm like, hey, do you have a moment right now? Hey, do you have a
Maybe just follow them in there. And just be like, I can help.
The lab's on fire.
The
Does that
lab's
mean
on
we all
fire.
pass, Natasha?
That means we all get hundreds because the lab is on fire.
Yay! Yay!
Official verdict.
And just like that, last anatomy practical of med school done. Only took us surviving a building fire. But you know, last practical med school ends just like how it started, in a dumpster fire. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm just burnt. I'm so burnt out right now. Like, it always happens every single module, especially the long ones like these that are 9 weeks. I'm not even gonna try to pretend to be happy and smiley. Like, I've done all the practice questions I can. I'm literally just watching soccer the day before the final because I'm so tired. And like stress acting is happening, Neurology, if you want to hit me up, like be down to work together because holy crap. Last exam of preclinical material.
I hate.
Good morning. Module final day. Yay! Camera. Hey Morgan, how do you feel about the final?
All right. This is how it's gonna go down. All right, we've got this. Monday, PSE, hardest. Like literally a 1 in 1,000 disease that is not recorded. No studies done about it except for some case studies. All right. Number 2, anatomy practical. Had a fire. 5 fire trucks showed up, and then we still had to keep doing it. All right, module exam, literally in 2 hours. What's gonna happen? Thunderstorm. Lightning's gonna strike, power's gonna go out in the entire building. All right, calling it here, boys.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Stop. Got a nice parking spot. Today's gonna be a great day, right? No. Group scream in 3, 2, 1.
I think Andy is a threat to himself and others and should be hospitalized for the next 72 hours.
You're right. that was easily top 3 worst weeks of med school I've experienced so far. Would you believe me if I told you from getting a disease that happens in 0.1% of patients affected to having a literal fire in our anatomy building occur in the middle of our anatomy practical, it gets worse? Obviously, I didn't have my phone during the exam, so I couldn't record any of this happening, but we were supposed to start at 1 o'clock. 20 minutes in, the fire alarm goes off in our building in the middle of our exam. And let me tell you, you know you're a med student when your priorities are so skewed that all of us were just sitting there willing to burn with the building, then leave our final exam. And we all had to evacuate outside, which by the way, it's pouring rain, as you saw, and there was no way to stop the time. And literally, admin had no idea what was going on because it's directed by MDME. So they were on hold for like an hour trying to figure out what do we do, which that hour turned into 2 hours, turned into 3 hours where technical difficulty happened on top of technical difficulty on top of miscommunication. So we were all sitting around and we didn't restart our exam, which by the way, they just had to scrap our exam and start a whole new one. So a lot of us were like 30 to 50 questions deep into our final when it was just all scrapped. And so yeah, it is now, what time is it? It is now 6. When I say I am so glad to be done with pre-clerkship material, I mean I am so glad. And whoever keeps pulling the fire alarm during our finals, I hope your socks are wet. Stop doing that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching my descent into madness, I guess. Oh my god. That's where I've been for the past 2 weeks. I'm tired. I don't know what else to say. I'm literally exhausted. If you could still look at this and go, hey, I still want to go to med school, man, more power to you, because I am tired. I'm just going to be completely honest. You've seen me go through it. This is what they don't show you a lot on the internet. Med students going insane. Oh god, they just released our clerkship sites. Okay, live react in 3, 2, 1.